All right, guys. So here's a little bit of a trade recap for this morning. So what I was seeing, so let's drop down on the 1 minute. All right. So what I was seeing at market open, um, very small pre-market downtrend. So this was actually one of my first entries here. All right. So first entry was a long that I actually got stopped at break even on. This is kind of what it looked like. I entered like right here. Stop was here, targeting 10 points. All right, so what I was saying, let me start out this. All right, so drop down to the 1 minute. What I saw first trade, as soon as market open, we actually came down, put in equal lows on ES, and then the 1 minute started to displace very strongly to the upside. London low was right up top, so I took an entry off this 1 minute candle to the upside, breaking these pre-market highs. This was really just a conviction thing. I really thought that ES would come tap 10 points right above London high for me, but it ended up only getting to about 9 points. So um, once I got to about this swing high right here on ES, I went break even, and I just let the market do the work. It was either going to hit my TP or I was going to be break even. So that was pretty much the first trade right there at market open. Then the 5 minute, I dropped down, or I went up a time frame to the 5 minute just to kind of try to get some more sense on where the market was going to be moving. So I charted out this resistance level right here on the 5 minute. You guys can see this was a really key point of control on the 5 minute time frame. 5 minute was just really struggling to break this support level, and then it finally did. And then it actually broke Asia low, but it wasn't a super convicting candle just because of how big of a bottom wick it had on the bottom. So one of the things I waited for, I did wait for a retest of this resistance level and Asia low. It actually came all the way up here, and then in the last couple of minutes flipped bearish, and then ended up closing all the way down here, which was going to be looking really good to go short. So 5 minute time frame, that just gave me a lot of conviction to go short. 15-minute time frame, I think, broke it as well. Yeah, broke it as well. It wasn't super convicting though. I ended up getting stopped out of that trade pretty quickly. I had a 6 point stop. Stop was at Asia low. Whenever I like to put a trade on, if I'm wrong, I usually like to be wrong really quickly. So I don't try to have like these massive stop losses. If I'm wrong, I would like to be wrong very quickly and just cut the trade quickly. So that was the second trade. Third trade, this is the one I'm actually really glad that I took. Played out very beautifully. So once the 5 minute wasn't really getting any direction, I went up another time frame to the 15 minute, just kind of see where current point of control was really happening. You can argue the 15 minute broke structure. It already put in a swing low, came back up. Now it's continuing the downtrend. But anyways, 15 minute broke Asia low finally to the downside. But with this candle here, like you need to see, this is a massive bottom wick that shows there's a lot of buyers at this level. So I was just being super careful on wanting to short again after I came back up and actually got stopped out. But what I was seeing on this third trade, which mind you, this was going to be my last trade for the day, whether I won, lost, or broke even. So 15-minute time frame ended up coming all the way down. We go to that 1 hour, came down, swept out all these lows. 4 hour time frame, came down, swept out all these lows. 15-minute, obviously swept out these lows as well. And then this was my key level, Asia low. You guys can see these two 15-minute candles, even this one right here. All of these touches signify that buyers are in control of this current price level at Asia low, and that price is struggling to go lower. If price wasn't struggling to go lower, sellers would have 100% just dumped the market and just would have kept going. But you can see both of these candles got all the way down here, and then buyers got these candles all the way back up. So pretty much what I was seeing after that, out a little bit. So kind of what I was seeing, this is kind of how my chart was. If the 15-minute was going to rise, it was at least going to go to the London low. So I ended up taking an entry literally right here. This is my exact entry point. So I ended up taking an entry right here on the 15-minute time frame. This was my bullish confirmation coming away from Asia low. So once I took my entry, I had a 25 tick stop loss. If I was wrong, I was just going to have my stop loss be at Asia low if the market did indeed just want to keep going lower, but ended up hitting TP. But TP was 62 ticks, 15.5 points on ES. It was a little bit of a weird trade. It kept going up and down, up and down, up and down. But every time it kept coming down, price just kept immediately coming back up. So that was really just telling me that buyers were solely in control of this 15-minute candle. So once I got to about here, about 65.90-ish, or sorry, 65.99-ish on ES, I just went ahead and moved my stop loss to break even, or actually it was a little bit in profit, but not by much. So I was really just letting the market go to work, and I actually manually closed my trade just like 2 ticks off of TP, just because I'm not going to be greedy enough to just hear the TP sound alert. I'm gonna close right before TP if it's like 2 or 3 ticks before it. So yeah, W day. Let me go show you my account balance. So you guys can see my available margin for the day is 718. Yeah, so we made 405.50 on the day. So available margin yesterday was about 360 something, a little over 300. I can't remember. So yeah, W today. This is my second winning day on my funded. So we're moving on to the next, boys.